Your brain has been lying to you every single morning. It tells you you're tired. It tells you today will be hard. It tells you something is wrong before your day even starts. But here's the truth. It's not your morning that's broken. It's your night. What if I told you you could wake up tomorrow feeling lighter, calmer, and actually happy? And it would only take 5 minutes tonight. Not 5 minutes of meditation. Not a perfect bedtime routine that only works for robots. I mean a real, simple routine you can do, even if you're tired, stressed, and your brain won't shut up. And the best part? While you learn this routine, you'll also pick up natural English expressions, the kind native speakers actually use every day. So you're upgrading your sleep and your English at the same time. Now I need to tell you something important. The last habit, step 5, is the most powerful one. If you skip it, you might accidentally undo the whole routine and wake up feeling the same as always. So please stay until the end. Let's do this. Have you ever had one of those nights where you're exhausted, but the moment your head hits the pillow, your brain goes, "Hey, remember that embarrassing thing you said 3 years ago? Hey, what if your future goes wrong? Hey, what if you never figure your life out?" And then suddenly, you're wide awake. Or maybe you do fall asleep, but you wake up feeling heavy, like your happiness battery didn't recharge at all. Your head hits the pillow. This is a very common English expression. It means the moment you lie down to sleep. For example, I was so tired, but the moment my head hit the pillow, my brain started racing. Racing here means thinking very fast, out of control, like a car engine that won't slow down. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Here's the thing. Most people think mornings are the problem. They try morning motivation, cold showers, positive affirmations at 6 a.m. But the real secret? Your morning mood is decided the night before, not by your alarm clock, not by your coffee, by what your brain does right before sleep. This isn't just my opinion. Psychologists call this sleep-dependent emotional processing. In simple words, your brain processes your emotions while you sleep. So if you fall asleep stressed, you wake up stressed. If you fall asleep with a calm, clear mind, you wake up feeling lighter. Here's the thing. You'll hear this all the time in English conversation. It means this is the important point, or let me explain what really matters. For example, I know you're busy, but here's the thing. This only takes 5 minutes. Or, here's the thing about happiness. It starts the night before. Use this phrase when you want someone to really pay attention. So, tonight, we're going to give your brain a better ending to the day. A clean reset. A simple happiness recharge. This routine takes 5 minutes total. And each step is so easy you can do it half asleep. I'll walk you through it step by step. And along the way, I'll teach you English phrases that will make you sound more natural and confident. Ready? Let's start with step 1. Step 1, the brain dump. This step is like taking out the mental trash. Because if you go to bed with a full brain, you wake up with a full brain. And when your brain is full, you don't wake up happy. You wake up overwhelmed. Taking out the trash. Literally, this means carrying your garbage outside. But we use it as a metaphor too, getting rid of things you don't need. Like saying, before bed, I take out the mental trash, meaning I clear my mind of unnecessary thoughts. So here's what you do. Grab your phone, open the Notes app, or get a piece of paper. Set a timer for 60 seconds. And write down everything your mind is holding on to. No grammar, no structure, no perfection. Just dump it. I need to respond to that message. I'm behind on work. I feel weird about what I said today. I have to wake up early. I forgot to do that thing. Just get it out, holding on to. This phrasal verb means keeping something, not letting go. You can hold on to physical things, like a bag, but you can also hold on to emotions, thoughts, and worries. For instance, she's still holding on to anger from years ago. Or your brain is holding on to unfinished tasks. The opposite is to let go of. Like, let go of what happened today. It's over. Now, why does this actually work? There's a simple psychology concept behind this. It's called the Zeigarnik effect. A psychologist named Zeigarnik discovered that our brains hold on to unfinished tasks, like a waiter who remembers every order until the food is served, and then immediately forgets it. Your brain does the same thing. It keeps reminding you of things you haven't finished yet. That's why you can't sleep. Your brain is trying to be helpful. It's saying, don't forget this, don't forget this. But when you write it down, your brain relaxes. It goes, oh, it's stored. It's safe now. I can stop reminding you. And instantly your body starts to calm down. Now here's the trick that makes this even stronger. At the bottom of your list, write this one sentence. Tomorrow, I'll handle this. That's it. You're not solving your life tonight. You're just telling your brain, not now, tomorrow. Let's talk about two useful phrases here. Handle means to deal with something, to take care of a problem. If you say, don't worry, I'll handle it, this is a very confident, capable thing to say. Or you can ask, can you handle this? Meaning, can you manage it? And the phrase, that's it. This tiny phrase means, that's all, nothing more. Native speakers say this constantly. Just write one sentence, that's it. Nothing more needed. And that alone, that one sentence, can reduce overthinking like crazy. So, step 1. Brain dump, 60 seconds. Write it all down. Then tell your brain, tomorrow, I'll handle this. Simple, right? Step 2 is even easier, but don't underestimate it, because this one changes your body, not just your mind. Step 2, lower the stress volume. Now you can't wake up happy if you fall asleep stressed. That's just how it works. Think of it this way. Your body carries stress like a sponge carries water. If you don't squeeze it out before bed, you carry all that heaviness into the next morning. So we need to lower your stress level. Fast. I just used something called a simile, comparing two things using like. Your body carries stress like a sponge carries water. Similes make your English sound vivid and natural. Try making your own. My brain was like a browser with 30 tabs open. Or Monday mornings feel like climbing a mountain. Here's the simplest method. It's a breathing technique that activates your body's natural calm-down system. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. Breathe out slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Do that 3 times. That's it. Why does this work? This is basic biology. When your exhale is longer than your inhale, your body switches out of what psychologists call fight or flight mode. That's your stress mode, your danger mode, and into rest mode. You're basically telling your nervous system, hey, we're not in danger, we're safe, we can rest now. Fight or flight. This is one of the most important psychology phrases in English. When your brain senses danger, your body prepares to either fight the threat or run from it. Flight here means escape, not airplane flying. For example, when I have a big deadline, my body goes into fight or flight mode. This breathing exercise helps you get out of fight or flight. But I want you to add one more thing. While you breathe out, relax your shoulders. Just let them drop. Most people don't realize they go to bed like this. Shoulders tense, jaw tight, forehead tight. You're basically sleeping in armor, like a knight going to bed ready for battle. Drop the armor, slow breath, long exhale. Relax your shoulders. Drop here doesn't mean to let something fall from your hand. It means to release, to let go of tension. Drop your shoulders means let them relax downward. Drop the armor means stop being so tense and guarded. You can also say drop it in conversation, meaning stop talking about it, let it go. Like, I don't want to argue, let's just drop it. 3 rounds, 1 minute. Your body starts feeling like, okay, I can actually rest now. Now here comes step 3, and this is where something really interesting happens. This step doesn't just help you sleep better, it actually changes how your brain thinks about tomorrow. Pay attention to this one. Step 3. The one-line happiness rewire. Now, I know this step sounds almost too simple, but stay with me because the idea behind it is powerful. Your brain is a prediction machine. It's always guessing what will happen next based on how you felt today. So if you go to bed focusing on problems, your brain predicts that tomorrow will be stressful. And when you wake up, your brain has already prepared a stress response before anything even happens. You open your eyes, and you already feel anxious. But if you go to bed with a simple positive plan, your brain predicts that tomorrow is manageable. And you wake up calmer, more ready. This idea comes from the work of Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett, a well-known neuroscientist. She says our brains don't just react to the world, they predict it. And what you think about before sleep, that shapes tomorrow's prediction. Manageable. Such a useful word. It means something you can handle. Not easy, but not impossible either. You could say, the workload is heavy, but it's manageable. It's tough, but I can deal with it. Or, tomorrow feels more manageable when I have a plan. Here's a quick trick. Add able to many verbs and it means can be. Enjoy becomes enjoyable. Manage becomes manageable. Notice becomes noticeable. Believe becomes believable. So here's what you do. In your notes, write this one sentence. Tomorrow will be easier because I'm going to. And fill in the blank with something simple, something real. Tomorrow will be easier because I'm going to start slow. Tomorrow will be easier because I'll take breaks. Tomorrow will be easier because I'll focus on one thing. Tomorrow will be easier because I'll ask for help if I need it. Tomorrow will be easier because I'll be kind to myself. This is not toxic positivity. You're not pretending everything is perfect. You're not lying to yourself. You're giving your brain a plan, and plans reduce anxiety. Toxic positivity. You'll hear this a lot in modern English. It means forcing yourself to be positive in a way that actually hurts you, ignoring real problems, pretending everything is fine, telling someone, just be happy. That's toxic positivity. But saying, things are hard, but I have a small plan. That's healthy and honest. Your brain knows the difference. Now, after you write your sentence, read it out loud, even quietly, even in a whisper. Why? Because when you hear your own voice say something, your brain takes it more seriously. It's a real thing. Psychologists call it the production effect. Information you say out loud is remembered better than information you just read silently. Take something seriously. This means to treat something as important, like saying, I need to take my sleep more seriously, or when you say it out loud, your brain takes it more seriously. Write it, read it, one time, 30 seconds. And over time, this tiny habit trains your brain to stop expecting stress every morning and start expecting something better. Okay, step 4 is quick but powerful, and it fixes one of the biggest reasons people wake up feeling terrible. Step 4, set a morning you can win. This one is quick, but don't skip it. Most people wake up unhappy for one simple reason. They wake up already losing. They wake up behind. They wake up rushed. They wake up with this giant to-do list, attacking their brain before they even open their eyes. And their first thought is, I can't do this. Wake up behind. Being behind in English means you're late or not caught up. You haven't done enough yet. For example, I'm behind on my work. It means I'm late, I need to catch up. The opposite is ahead. Like, she's ahead of schedule. She's doing better than expected. And rushed. Feeling rushed means everything feels too fast, too urgent, no time to breathe. As in, I hate feeling rushed in the morning. So tonight we're going to set up a morning you can actually win. Here's what you do. Pick one tiny morning goal, something that takes less than 2 minutes, just one thing. Drink a glass of water, wash your face, open the curtains, make your bed. Sit up and take 5 deep breaths. Stretch for 30 seconds. Now write it down. Tomorrow morning, I only need to do one thing and write it out. Why does this work? Because small wins build confidence. When you wake up and do one simple thing successfully, your brain goes, I did it, I can do things. That feeling, it builds. One small win creates the next. And suddenly, your morning has momentum instead of dread. Two powerful words here, momentum. It means forward energy, the feeling of making progress, of things moving in the right direction. For example, once I started cleaning, I built momentum and cleaned the whole house. Or, one small win gives you momentum for the rest of the day. And dread, a heavy feeling of fear about something that hasn't happened yet, like I feel dread about Monday mornings. Or, she dreaded the conversation. She was scared of it before it even happened. Momentum versus dread. That's the difference between a morning that feels like flying and a morning that feels like drowning. You choose. Start with one small win. And now, step 5. The final step. The most important one. The one I warned you about at the beginning. If you've made it this far, don't leave now, because without this step, the other 4 won't work as well. This is the step that ties everything together. Step 5. The sleep trigger. Okay, this is it. I told you at the beginning, this is the step most people skip. And if you skip it, your brain keeps running in the background all night, like a phone with 30 apps open, draining your battery while you sleep. So here it is. You need a clear sleep trigger, a final signal that tells your brain, we are done for today. Because without that signal, your brain keeps working, still mentally scrolling through the day, still processing conversations, still worrying about tomorrow, still trying to solve problems at midnight. In the background, we use this for things that happen quietly, without you noticing, like apps running on your phone. You might say, stress was running in the background all night. I didn't notice it, but it was quietly draining my energy. Or, my worries kept running in the background. Your brain hates unfinished endings. Remember the Zeigarnik effect from step 1? Your brain keeps replaying the day because it didn't get a proper ending. It wants closure. Closure. This is both a psychology word and an everyday English word. It means a feeling of resolution, the sense that something is finished and you can move on. For instance, after the conversation, I finally felt closure, or I need closure before I can move on. Your brain craves closure. It needs a clear ending. So, here's your sleep trigger. In the last minute before sleep, do one of these. Option A. Put your hand on your chest and say slowly, today is complete. Say it twice. Option B. Say, I did enough for today. Twice. When you say this, you're drawing a line. You're closing the chapter of today. You're telling your brain, stop searching, stop replaying, we're finished. And when your brain gets that signal, it lets go. Your thoughts slow down. Your body relaxes deeper. And your sleep becomes real rest. Not just lying down while your brain keeps working, makes or breaks. This is a great idiom. It means something that decides success or failure. Like this last step makes or breaks the whole routine. Or the final exam will make or break my grade. Step 5 makes or breaks everything. Don't skip it. So tonight, don't skip it. Put your hand on your chest. Close your eyes. Today is complete. Say it, feel it. Let your brain hear the ending it needs. All right, let's put it all together. Your 5-minute night routine. Step 1, brain dump. 60 seconds. Write everything down. Then write, tomorrow I'll handle this. Step 2, 3 calming breaths. In for 4, hold for 2, out for 6. Drop your shoulders. Step 3, the happiness rewire. Write, tomorrow will be easier because... Read it out loud once. Step 4, 1 morning win. Pick one tiny task. Write it down. Step 5, the sleep trigger. Say, today is complete, twice. slowly, 5 minutes. That's it. No pressure, no perfection, just a clean reset. Here's why this routine is so powerful. You're doing 3 things your brain desperately needs. 1. You remove mental clutter, so your mind stops spinning. 2. You calm your nervous system, so your body actually rests. 3. You create emotional closure, so you wake up feeling safe, not stressed. And when you wake up feeling safe, you naturally feel happier, not because your life is perfect, but because your brain isn't screaming at you first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning. This means immediately when you wake up, before anything else. You could say, I check my phone first thing in the morning, or first thing in the morning, I drink water. Now let's look at everything you learned in this video. You learned real English expressions like your head hits the pillow. Here's the thing, holding on to, let go of, handle it, that's it, fight or flight, take something seriously, manageable, toxic positivity, rushed behind, momentum, dread, in the background, closure, makes or breaks, drop it, and first thing in the morning. That's over 18 natural English expressions, the kind you'll hear in real conversations, movies, and podcasts. And you also learned psychology concepts like the Zeigarnik effect, fight or flight response, and predictive processing. You didn't just watch a self-help video. You improved your English and your mental health at the same time. If you do this routine tonight, tomorrow morning, you'll notice something different. Less overthinking, less morning anxiety, more calm energy, more motivation, a lighter mood. You'll feel like your brain finally got a real reset. And the more nights you repeat it, the stronger it becomes. Because your brain learns, oh, this is my new normal. So tonight, don't try to fix your entire life. Don't try to become a new person in one day. Just give yourself 5 minutes. 5 minutes to let go. 5 minutes to calm down. 5 minutes to set up a happier tomorrow. Because you deserve mornings that don't feel like a fight. You deserve to wake up feeling clear and hopeful and okay. And remember, your happiness doesn't start in the morning. It starts the night before. Try this routine tonight, and when you wake up tomorrow, pay attention to how different you feel. Because that's your proof that small habits create big change. If this video helped you, leave a comment and tell me which step you are going to try first tonight. And if you want more videos where you learn real English through psychology, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next one. Good night, sleep well. You did enough for today.